Alright, we're back, and we are on part 4 of our album, and this should be our final part because this should wrap it up with decorating. Okay, so we've got our album all done, and I went ahead and kind of pre-decorated mine for y'all, so you didn't have to watch me do all that stuff. But I will go over one with you. Okay, so here are my albums. This is what I did to mine. I just, on my cutting machine, I just printed out some stuff and put them on there. If you've got stickers, you know, that you can use stickers. So how I did my record was, I just went ahead and printed me out some little things. Now if you have some stickers that you want to use, that's great. Doesn't have to look like mine. If you want further inspiration, you can even go look at Lollipalooza, where this idea came from, and see what she's got going on with hers, because hers is pretty. So, okay, and then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put my other one. And I just went online and Googled Christmas songs, and seen what there was with the titles of them were. You don't have to do Christmas songs. You just, you know, you do you. Put on there what you want. Doesn't have to be, like I said, exactly like mine. And then if you want, you can stick some, Lolly put some snowflakes on hers, and I just thought it was so pretty. Now, don't ask me why I'm putting glue all over the back of my hand. If you've ever had to do little tiny things, this is what we were taught in art school. In high school. Our art teacher, he used to do this. He's like, because, I mean, back then we didn't have, you know, the Xyron machines or whatever you call them, where you crank them through and it makes a sticker. We had to make our own. So I just put a thin layer on my hand and just kind of pat, and lift this off. And it glues it down. And I'll just do it for anything that kind of has like a lot of, I can never pronounce that word. You know, small details. You got to be careful, because sometimes it'll start to glue to your hand and rip your, you'll rip your little delicate pieces. So there's my other album, and you can just wipe your hand off or let that dry on your hand and peel it off like you were a kid in school. Alright, so we've got those done. Now I went ahead and pre-done. I did my mats here, my photo mats. I just did a little teeny one here to go in the front, and I did this one here. And I pieced mine together because I didn't feel like printing and cutting any more paper or wasting any more paper, so I just pieced that together. Alright, so now we should have our little cards all done. And we're going to work on them in a minute. We're going to work, if you want the folders, I'm going to show you how to do that. The folders are 8 1/4 by 4 inches, and it's however many you want, or however many you want to do. Now you can find center and score if you want. I do it fast, quick, and easy. I just lay this in my scoreboard and fold it down. And, you know, I'm not really liking the shape of that. It's kind of too square for me. So I'm going to trim mine up. I'm leaving it folded, and then I'm just going to come in here and kind of eyeball it to what I think looks nice. Now I like that better. So let's get a new measurement. I forgot the other album was bigger, so it worked. So this is about 6 1/4 by 4. So I like that better. Now I've got mine all done. And then if you want, you can make your edges pretty or not. You can do just rounded edges. I have this little scallop from Crocodile I'm just going to go in there and punch my corners. Okay, now I've got those all ready to go. And then you have your little folders, you have your little tickets, and then we're going to make, well, I'm just making little tuck spots, so I just, I put my little folder in there, and a little card in there, and then I'll put that in there. So it's just like that, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how I do the tuck spots, just in case we have somebody new that doesn't understand what that means. Tuck spots mean you're only going to glue maybe this side and this side, and you're going to leave all that blank. So all you're going to do is run a little bit of glue on that side edge and the bottom. Okay, and I'm just going to tuck that on the corner. Let that dry a minute. Now that's a simple one. If you've got a square, pretty easy, right? Now what if you have one that's intricate, or that's the word I was looking for that I couldn't say, or a shape? You're going to do pretty much the same thing. Just I'm going to shoot a little glue on the bottom here. I know I want that on that side, so I'm going to put just a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to pop that on the corner. Oop. Just like that. Now I haven't made or yes I did. I just made a folder. Just a simple folder. Put a little embellishment on there. Some shrinky dink that I printed on and stuck in the oven, and put some glossy accents on the top of it. Real simple. You don't want to put anything too bulky in there. So we can go ahead and, since I have mine all pretty much done, it's just a matter of figuring out what you want where now. Alright, that is the inside, and it's complete, it's done with that. Now, to decorate the outside, you can do whatever your little heart desires. Me, I'm just going to pretty much keep it kind of simple. I have this little, my glue gun's been on for a while, it's glue everywhere. So I'm just going to kind of keep mine simple. Like I said, I don't like to put a whole lot of three-dimensional stuff on them because they're able to pop them off. Now you might want to put some ribbon on here. I think we will. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that these pearls. Plenty long enough. And I'm just going to measure what I need. That looks good. There we go. That's good. That's a little bit better. Cover that up. Okay, now I'll go back to doing what I was doing. I'm just going to pop that down there like so. Just be mindful of your stuff. Now I just moved mine again, trying to get that glue string. Just leave it. Don't monkey with your stuff. Just leave it. Then I have this little rosette with this another shrinky dink I cut out. And I'm going to pop that right on top of that snowflake. And yes, it's a little more three-dimensional than I like, but that's okay. Make sure it's on there. You might even want to put some hot glue down on these little things. But I didn't. And you can, fuss, muss, and do what you want. Like, I have some of these paper clips, clothespins that have snowflakes on them. And if you wanted to, you know, go in here and you know, maybe clip one on here or something. However you want to do it, you can put them on there. But I'm just trying to show you that, see, with that, leaving that gusset in the front, I still have room. A lot of room to even put that on in there. And it's, you know, it's bulky, but it's not terrible. So that you can get a lot of dimensional things, you know, in there if you want to. So there's that. You know, I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and decorate yours how you want to. There's an idea of an album that I said I would make an album, and I did. And there's my tutorial for this little Christmas album. So now we have our front. And like I said, decorate it up as much as you want. We have our little pocket here on this side. And then we have each one of our things here. Like I said, I didn't have, you know, I don't have folders for these two. It's not a big deal, just maybe do every other one or something. And you don't want to have one there or something. Now, if you're going to, you know, maybe just only put one thing there. Mine's holding pretty good. You might want to put a little more glue down or something and tighten it up a little bit. Mine's holding pretty good. If you want to ink your edges, you can. If you want to put stickers on these folders, you can. You know, the decorating is endless of what you can do with it. Okay, well, before I end this video, I thought I would go ahead and go over some of the things that I used. Now, the paper pack is Echo Park. It's Carta Bella. It's called Farmhouse Christmas. That was the collection that I used. The white paper that I covered my album in is it's the Snow White color box from Walmart. I love this paper to wrap my albums in. It's very soft. It has a texture and a smooth side, so you can use either side. So that's what I used to cover my album with. The chipboard is Amazon. And my chipboard is from Amazon. It's just a medium weight chipboard. It's the gray kind. I print on the Astra Bright. It was formerly the Nina Bright White, but this is just what I use, and it's 96 Bright, and it's 176 GM, and it was 65 pound. It's 8.5 by 11. Black, I use the Astra Bright. It's called the Eclipse Black. It's 65 pounds, and it's also the 8.5 by 11. Alright guys, that concludes the tutorial for our little Christmas album, and that is it. So hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, because you never know when I'm going to upload a video, and that will let you know if you pick the all selection from the drop down, that when I upload videos. So that is it, and I'm sure I have a few more other tutorials up my sleeve that I'll be bringing to you. So, hey guys, take care, stay safe out there. Remember, I love each and every one of you, and I am so appreciative and so grateful for all my subscribers, and hello to any new subscribers. I've seen there's a few in there, and I am so thankful for you guys coming over and subscribing and, you know, coming in and hanging out with me. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.